Hey everyone, don't forget to check out my NFTs. I got some cool ones. Set them up. I'll have the links in the description. Thanks for your attention, guys. Hey everyone, DeFi Doctor here from Deep in the Trenches. Here today we're going to be talking about 5 tips I wish I knew before starting actual live money trades. And starting off with number 1, if you're trading without a stop loss, you're not trading, you're gambling. That's a sad truth. If you don't have a plan going in, you're just gonna buy in and hope it goes up. That would be what most call aping. I mean, granted, you probably have some decision making behind that, but you're still aping because you didn't have a plan beforehand. It doesn't matter if you don't have an app that has stop losses. You can do mental stops with this long tool or with the short tool. It doesn't matter. You need a stop loss and you have to stick to it. It's very important. Otherwise, you will not become profitable at all. That's just not how it works. On to number 2. Find a couple different strategies and stick to them. So for me, I typically go for trends. So I'll go from like this. I'll do trend lines. See here, bada bam, right? I'll also pull up my RSI. Another thing I like to do is dig into their Twitter as well as their Telegram. I didn't mention that in the previous video, but use them, because not every strategy works. Not one strategy works all the time. So you need to be able to alternate and use them at different times. On to number 3, which is stop trading on your wallet, right? So you know how you go in here and you can send a trade and you can swap on Phantom, for example. You don't want to be clicking this button and swapping here. Now you could probably use this because, sometimes it'd be popping. But most of the time you're going to want to use something like Jupiter, right? You're paying less fees and you get more control over your slippage and your fee type and all that kind of stuff, right? So there are these MEV bots, right? And what they'll do is they'll buy in, right? They'll put in like 50K and then immediately pull that out. But they'll take just a little bit of time in order to allow someone to put in like, I don't know, $600. And then they've now stolen your $600 because they immediately withdraw that and take their profit, and your money was that profit. So it's called getting MEV'd. It's not fun. So this gives you MEV protection, and you can also tip it to make the transaction go by faster when the coin is a lot more busy. There's one for pretty much each coin. This is Sui's. This is Hedera's. This is Solana's. There's one for pretty much each coin. It's, important, helpful knowledge. It'll save you a ton of grief. If you're curious what my slippage settings are, we'll go to it real quick. So typically I'm in the trenches a lot, right? So something that has 188K for a market cap is not going to, accept a 1% slippage. It's just, you're just going to have to send the transaction in like 40 times. So I set it to 10%. I really wouldn't go any higher than that because at that point, screwing yourself. By the way, slippage is when you, let's say you want to buy at $1 and the price is $1. You can go up to $1.10 or down to 90 cents. It gives you like some wiggle room between the price because you can't buy exactly each. Maybe they're not exactly all priced at $1. Jito is your MEV protection, priority fees, to make your transaction go through faster. I do max cap. I'm not too sure what that is. Anyway, you can do your Jito tip here. I believe Jupiter Z, this is what makes you do Jito only. So in case you're doing large amounts, like maybe tens of thousands, then I would start using this Jito tip too, as well as the Jupiter Z only. I'd rather my transaction get denied than lose $500, $700. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, that's very important. Number 4 on 5 tips I wish I knew. Let me tell you something. Never ape. Never. Never ape. There's no excuse. Do you really just want to like hand $20 over to some random person promising that they'll give you $20 back? You know, like do your research. Just because somebody said so doesn't mean that something's going to happen. And that includes my own words. Never ape. Do your own research. And lastly, I would say learn crypto security, like how you switch between wallets, how to protect your money from, so that way you don't get scammed, right? Phishing scams and questionable links. You know, you don't want to fuck around and find out, you know? So I made a video about that earlier. I'll link it to you at the end of this video. But I got one more bonus for you, and that would be crypto specific socials. Let's say, for instance, I go to X real quick, right? And I just want to find all the news, all the best news as fast as possible so that way I can get in and take advantage of all that, right? You want to build, like, let's say I use X consistently. I don't. I only use it for crypto. But let's say I use X consistently and I have memes on here. I would just leave the meme account alone and then make a new one that's just for crypto. So that way you can find, you essentially cater your algorithm to give you only crypto stuff. And then you can find a lot more news in a faster amount of time. You also have rumors that you can find going around compared to scrolling every 10 minutes and seeing a crypto video. You know, it's just ways to help you out. But anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help 24/7, as you know. Have a good one, boys.